Hi, I'm Brooklyn, and today I'm at the San Francisco Flower Mart, and we're shopping for flowers for a bridal bouquet. At the typical florist, what you'll find are very uniform, strong, tall roses. But here at the Flower Mart, they have a selection of these dreamy, romantic garden roses. And they have tiny buds, they have blushing color, they're much more interesting. So I talked to my friend, the bride, and got an idea of her taste in flowers, and one of her favorites is dahlias. Dahlias are these gorgeous, huge blooms. They're available in any color you can imagine. And when I'm choosing the dahlias for her, I'm looking for extremely tightly closed flowers. These buds here that seem so small, in just a few days are going to bloom into these larger pieces. So I want them closed, and they'll open gradually as I condition them. Some of the most popular bridal flowers are also some of the most precious. These stephanotis come in a box wrapped in cellophane, and they're very expensive, but they're so classic. These gardenias also come packaged very carefully in waxed paper, and the key to working with gardenias is you always want to use wet hands. If your hands are wet with water on them, the flowers are much less likely to brown. So my bride is looking for lots of texture and volume, but also some classic flowers. And I'm going to use some of these cymbidium orchids. These are premium flowers here at the Flower Mart, and you can tell because they come in water. They have this beautiful sleeve to protect them. And one of the things that I do as soon as I get them home is I cut the stem fresh, and then I actually put these orchids in extremely hot water. 100 degrees is what they want at the very beginning. That hot water helps the veins of the stem draw freshness up into each blossom. Then, these little short stems, how do you put them into a bridal bouquet? How can they possibly compete with the long stems on the dahlias and the roses? Well, what I do is I break each flower off and I thread a thin wire through it to create a false long stem so that it can go in the bouquet. Another great flower that's always in bridal bouquets and that I'm going to choose for my bride's bouquet are these calla lilies. Calla lilies are a great lily for a bridal bouquet because they don't have pollen on them like a typical lily. You don't want to choose any flowers that might drop pollen onto the bride's dress. And calla lilies are also great because they're hypoallergenic, so a sensitive bride isn't going to be sneezing during the whole ceremony if she's holding a bouquet of these. When you're planning on putting tulips in a table bouquet, one of the most important things to consider is that tulips actually grow overnight. They can grow a ½ inch to 2 inches in just a matter of days. So when you're creating your design, be aware that the tulips will actually get longer. One of the best ways to fill out and finish your bouquet and add great texture is through greenery. You can choose one that's a broadleaf, or you can choose this delicate one. You can also use scented geraniums. They have a light silvery color and they add another element of scent to your arrangements. I can't wait to get these flowers home and get started on my project.